I realized that I don't think I've ever even showed y'all this welder. This is one of the most important things that I have got in my shop, and it has pretty much changed everything that I build. It gives me a lot more opportunity to do whatever is needed. And it is a cheap welder. I think I paid $109, something like that, for it. And it's been great. I've had it since last December. I bought it last December. When I got my bonus check, I just, I bought a little Toyota pickup, and the frame was rusted on it, and I was going to have to fix it. So I didn't want to really try to use my homemade welder on that. So I went and got this off Amazon, and I've been using this. I haven't even had my homemade one fired up in a long time. I don't even know if it still works. I just use this thing. It's a 110 volt welder, and this thing absolutely will lay down a bead for what it is. I mean, no, it's not. I mean, if you're a professional welder, which if you're a professional welder, you wouldn't want this anyway. But if you're a professional welder, you'll know that this is not a top-of-the-line welder. But it's not top-of-the-line money either. For somebody like me that basically just needs two pieces of metal to stick together every now and then, this is perfect. For somebody that just welding is more of a hobby for them, this right here is perfect. I was kind of questioning the quality of it when I first got it because it was cheap. I figured, well, if it'll help me weld that frame up on that truck, that's all I really need it for. If it lasts through that, that's fine. I couldn't hire a welder to do it cheaper than that. And most people won't even fool with the truck frame anyway. Well, I welded it up with it, and the only thing that happened to it, which I figured out that you didn't need it anyway. See, this is a flux core. This does not use shielding gas. This is not a true MIG. This is a flux core welder. This wand right here used to have a chrome piece that come out over top of this part. Okay? That is, on a real MIG welder, that is to direct your shielding gas down to the weld. Well, this doesn't have shielding gas. It's got a flux core wire. You buy a flux core wire for it. So you don't really even need that piece. Well, it was getting in my way, and actually it kind of came off a couple times. It would loosen up, fall off of there. Well, I just took it off, left it off, and I have no idea even where it's at. This gives me a whole lot more visibility when I'm welding. I can actually see my tip a lot better. And as far as like when you get, this welder comes with this beautiful welding mask. What I would recommend with this is put it together. You just got to snap the handle in, snap these sides on. I would actually recommend removing the glass from it, because this will make a pretty good fly swatter. As long as you don't hit right here, you'll kill a fly every time with it. I mean, it's pretty good for a fly swatter. Now, actually, for a welding mask, no, this is kind of a joke for a welding mask, but it does kill spiders and flies. It will do that. First thing I would do is I would go get something like this at least. An auto darkening one would be even better, but I'd just go get a welding mask, because that thing is not going to work for you. But another thing that, I've noticed that people kind of get confused on this, and I was too at first, and I tried to look it up, and the instructions didn't tell you anything. You just pretty much got to try it and figure it out. These two switches. Let me get you a little closer here. Okay, these two switches right here. Of course, you got your wire speed control here. You know, speeds up, slows down the wire. You know it. Self-explanatory. Your on-off switch right here. These two. This is what throws most people, and it threw me for a while. Got your minimum, 1, maximum, and 2. Well, the way this works, you got minimum 1 at your low setting, then minimum 2. That's your medium low. Then maximum 1 is medium high. Maximum 2 is maximum power. It's high power. On maximum 2, that's what I welded the truck frame up with. And it got really good penetration for, you know, what I was doing. And so far the truck is still going. And, you know, it worked good. Now, as far as using it, I am not a welder. But if you want to stick two pieces of metal together, this will stick them together. Okay, perfect example right here. Got these two pieces of pipe. I'd like these two pieces of pipe to be stuck together, so I'll strike up an arc here and show you how the thing works. You know, I mean, it ain't gonna be perfect because like I said before, I ain't no good at welding. We'll go with this, and we'll go on the minimum 1 setting. Go ahead and turn it on. It's not very loud. Well, the camera died out on me, so this is adding on to it here. This is the weld that I just now did, and no, it's not a beautiful bead, but that's not the fault of the welder. It will lay a pretty bead. I have actually somehow, just I guess by luck, welded some pretty good, nice looking beads before, but most of the time they're shaky like that. But that's not the fault of the welder, that's me. I'm not a very good welder. But it does hold. It holds really good. That is not coming apart. If you were to put that, you know, stick it in something and try to break it, it would bend the pipe before it would break where the weld is. So that right there, it stuck together for good till you saw it apart. Now, as far as this welder goes, I'll stick a link to it down in the description. And I might even try to put one on the screen if I can figure out how to do that. And if anybody's interested in getting one of these things, I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. It's not a professional job. I mean, obviously, it's cheap. So a cheap welder is not going to be like one of these big high performance, big Miller welders or something like that. This is a hobby welder for somebody that doesn't weld for a living. That's what this is. But I guess that's going to do it for this little, I guess you call it a review or whatever. And I'll talk to y'all the next time, and thank you.